started. So let us center ourselves.
Okay.
Okay, you said after immediately. So
That's okay.
let us. Okay, so
You can
let us
start.
center our.
I just want to, first of all, Alfred, I just want to welcome everyone. And on behalf of Reverend Barb, I want to give you her regrets. She has been in the recording studio with her students, her vocal students, and so she sends her regrets. But I'm very happy for everyone to come. I don't think we're going to have Kasumu people here today because they are experiencing power outages, etc. Correct, Patrick? Yes. So let's start. Welcome. I'm so grateful when people come in, and we'll ask Alfred to open us up, please.
So let us center ourselves as we know this truth. There is only one presence of all life. This presence is love, beauty, joy, harmony, and peace. And this presence is in the existence of all things, living and non-living. I now acknowledge this truth to each and every one of us, knowing that each and every one of us is loved in this presence, is immersed in this joy and beauty. And this one life is always and deeply expressing through us and for us in a perfect and a whole and a complete way. Right here, right now, I now acknowledge the truth of this session, knowing that we are directed, we are centered by the beauty and the love of these sessions. I now acknowledge that this teaching is always expanding and changing our lives deeply, since we are all, each and every one of us, we are able to tap into God's given resources that always inspires and feed each and every moment. I know that we are directed by the wisdom, by the love, and by the reality of these sessions. I'm so grateful for this session, and I'm so grateful for what we believe in. And I'm so grateful to everyone who is here. Now this word, trusting and believing that is already done in the mind of the one. As I say, and so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know.
So right here, right now, Just breathe and be here now. Feel the peace. Feel the love and breathe it in. And just be here now. There is no place else to be. Just breathe and allow the light to shine on you and within you. And just be here now. There is no place else to be. Breathe and be grateful for all that you have. Be grateful for the breath. Be grateful for this community. And just be here now. See the light shine on you. See the light shine around you. See the light shine within you and outward. Outward to our community, to each and every person right here. And be here now. There is no place else to be. Just breathe and be here now. And so it is.
And so it is. I'm so grateful that we are here now. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, Alfred. Whew. Let's just shake that off and move our limbs a little bit. I got right into that and felt really mellow. And then when you were talking about the light shining on me, around me, through me, within me, wow, did I ever warm up? That was beautiful, really beautiful. But let's join in and have our opening song, We Are One People. Nancy, I'm going to ask you to unmute, okay?
Yeah.
We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another, born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. Nancy.
We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are part of one another, born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one.
We are one people, one strong heartbeat, just one spirit shining bright within us all. We are a part of one another. We're born to love each other. When it's all said and done, we are one. When it's all said and done, we are one. Oh, good. Thanks for playing. Oh, that's wonderful. Well, everyone, that was beautiful. When Alfred said loving in the presence, and Nancy talked about the light shining from within, and it left that warm, fuzzy feeling with me. I decided that because it is Mother's Day, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you in Kenya are also celebrating Mother's Day on Sunday? Yes? Give me a thumbs up, Patrick. Yes? Okay. I thought you celebrated the same time as the UK because there's so much influence of the British. And so I thought that was maybe March. But I'm glad we're all on the same page. I decided to, and I felt like I was going over this and wondering what I was going to say about this. There was a lot of repetition in my head, and I know I've probably said some of these things before, but when I talk about that mother's love, it's as close to that agape love as we can possibly probably get. That mother's love that is that protective, unconditional, warm, guiding love. And I know that not every single person has been raised by that kind of mother's love. I know that. But at the same time, we can probably get there in the way that it is in principle. That mother's love is as close as we can come to that agape love. And that is that ultimate, universal, unconditional love. And that is one of our principles in this teaching. And love is synonymous with God, with spirit, with life itself. So I have randomly invited a couple to speak on their mother and how their mother was in their life. The good, the bad, the ugly, whatever they felt the urge to talk about and was pulled to talk about. It's I randomly picked some people, and then some people couldn't make it. Some people lost their power. And so now we have Paul and Patrick that are going to step in and talk about their mamas. When I speak about mothers in that fun, playful, loving way, I think of the word mama, because also it can be mama bear, because I literally have gone mama bear in that protective mode. So it's got all kinds of connotations for me, but mama to me is that it's the whole package. So I'm going to call on Paul to start us off and speak to us regarding his mom and what she means to him. And is she listening? Is she right there, Paul? Is she going to hear what you're going to say?
Yeah, she listened to the audio.
Well, don't be editing because mom's sitting there. I'm going to hear it. This is coming from your heart.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. It's a good time to celebrate mothers everywhere. And I believe that the majority of the people in this gathering are mothers. So happy Mother's Day. I want to talk about my mother. And thanks, Reverend Gwen, for according me this opportunity to share with this community my memories and what I can really recall and what I really relate with regarding my mom. I'm saying I'm grateful because it's also a chance for me to reflect and appreciate not only what it is that she has done in my life, but what it is that I've become as a result of who she is. So thank you.
Mhm.
My earliest memories that I can recall of my mom, I think I may have been around 4 years or so. And I used to think that my mom is not my mom. I used to think that my mom is a relative of mine, you know. And the reason being that I was brought up in those early stages of my life by my grandmother. So I used to see her when she would come visiting. So actually, I never called her my mom. I used to call her what everybody was calling her. And even today, that's what I do. I call her Mama Shiko. Mama Shiko is like the mother of my sister who is called Shiko. So that's what I remember earliest. And what I can recall, and I used to really look forward to her coming when she used to come to visit, is that she, those days, some of my Kenyans can relate with this, those days to get a loaf of bread was like it is something that you'd really celebrate, a loaf of bread. And you get a loaf of bread per family and everybody will get a slice. But my mom, she used to ensure that everybody got one whole loaf of bread. And as a small child, I would eat this bread like one slice at a time. And then I used to feel it is never ending. It is never getting finished. You see, and then I would store it. And the following day I would wake up and eat. Anyway, it was really good. And I really used to look forward to her coming. If for no any other reason, so that she can come along with a loaf of bread. And later on, she used to stay in Nairobi, and I used to stay in a country with my grandmother. Then later on, I joined her in Nairobi, and I started schooling. I used to remember her, like struggling and trying to make ends meet. But what I really appreciated about my mother was that despite whatever it is that she was going through, bringing us up as a single parent, we went to the best schools at the time. Best schools in the sense that we used to stay in a slum called Kangemi, and I think Patrick can relate, and Nancy and all can relate with Kangemi. But we used to school in the heart of Nairobi, so we used to board a bus, and we were the envy of our neighbors. Like these children are boarding a bus, going to school. And this was a really, like she had foresight, because for us to school in a school that was outside our environment, it took our consciousness out of the slum, and we were able to think a little bit broadly than our neighbors. And this helped us very much, because when we grew up, we were aware that there was a lot more outside there, not only what was within our surrounding. I keep on telling myself that science of mind is science of mind, despite whether you know it or you don't. Whether you're calling it science of mind, the principles are the same. And after learning science of mind, I came to appreciate that my mom, how it had happened, I don't know. She knew about science of my, she knew about it because she lived those principles. And one of the principles was that this life was abundant. And she demonstrated that not only with the loaves that she was coming with, but also she ensured that all her siblings, she was the firstborn in a family of 11. They all went to school, and we used to stay with them as they were going to school. And so there was no time that she kind of felt that she didn't have enough. So every other child, every other sibling of ours who managed to finish primary school, she would take on them and educate them through secondary school. How she was doing it, where she was getting the money, I don't know, but she kept on saying she will do it, and she actually did manage to educate them all. And this kind of taught me that, yeah, in this world, whatever it is that you want is available. But one other story that I really wanted to share about my mom, which has made me into what I am, is that when she was bringing us up, she had health challenges and relatively severe health challenges. Because I remember one time she came from hospital. She had gone on surgery, and before she had gone to the hospital, she was taken by an ambulance when she was unconscious. So I kind of told myself, I'll never see her again. I knew this was the last time I saw her. So when she came back, I was really excited. And not only was I excited, but I was also very concerned about her health. So I remember one night, maybe like 2 days after she had come back from the hospital, she went to the washroom. The washrooms are outside, like we used to stay in one room, but then washrooms are outside, and it was at night. But since I was very conscious of her ill health, I never used to sleep until she comes back to the house. So I waited for her to come. She didn't come. I waited. She didn't come. So I woke up and I went to check on her, just to find that she had collapsed and she was breathing profusely. So I called the young boy then. I called the neighbors and they came and they took her back to the hospital. This time I also thought that this is the last time I'm seeing her. When she came back, and this is the story I wanted to share. When she was talking with her friends who had come to assist her, I heard her say, I knew I'm not going to die. I knew that I have unfinished business and there's no way I would die until my children are of age. And as a young child, me, I had as if it is a confirmation that she had a contract with God. It's like, yes, it is true, she would never die. And this was a relief to me. It was a relief, and I believed that my mom would never die. And from that day, I never had any worries. And no matter how sick she got, no matter whatever happened, I knew my mom would never die. You know, I'm not sure she will die, but I'm not sure now whether she will die. But when I was a child, I knew for sure she would never die. And this was a great relief to me. And I told myself, so long as I'm aware that my children are hearing something, I will always say something very positive. I'll always affirm something very positive, because this is something that really helped me. It took a lot of burden off me. And it made me appreciate that, yes, you can make a contract with God and it will come to pass. I was really relieved about it. Anyway, there is a lot more that I can talk about my mom, and I can go on and on. And that's the little I wanted to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. I've met your mother. This is very endearing, very sweet. Thank you. And a loaf of bread. Wow, not just a slice. Patrick.
Okay, that was a beautiful story, Paul. And I just I was asked to speak about my mother about 2 hours ago to to step in because somebody who was supposed to do it was not available. And before I answered the call, I said but I haven't prepared myself. And then I answered myself, what is there to prepare? I mean, I've lived with this lady for, since I have lived. So anyway, but it's very important, as Reverend Gwen has just said earlier on, that mothers are very, very important. And I remember this story where some couples, whenever they fight, particularly here in Kenya, I don't know whether it happens abroad, the lady is always planning to pack to go back to her mother. They're always threatening to go back to their mothers. So this particular couple, or this lady kept on saying the same until the man got tired one day. And when the lady was threatening to pack her bags, the man also started packing his bags. And so the lady asked, so what are you doing? The man said, I'm going back to my mother. And then the lady asked, what about the kids? Then the man said, they'll go with their mother. So that is just, I remember that story when I was thinking about mothers. And speaking about my mother, she's turning 91 next month. And she is okay. I mean, health-wise, despite apart from what we call all people's diseases, but she's quite healthy. In fact, I saw her this afternoon. And remembering throughout my life, she has been my teacher. I've learned a lot from her. And in fact, she's the one who taught me the alphabet and the vowels, and she taught me writing. I was homeschooled by her before I knew schools existed. So that when I went to grade 1, I could already count and do a lot of things. So she's also been an inspiration to me because of what we have normally been sharing once in a while when I visit her. And even the stories she tells me sometimes, or she has been telling me sometimes, I've actually dedicated one of my books to her because there's one story, a real life story she gave, and I thought I'll turn that into a novel. I've written it, but yet unpublished, but it's dedicated to her. So I've learned a lot of things, and unlike Paul, I've always grown up with my mother, apart from when I left home to go and work, and of course to another town. And I remember she was and is, although she doesn't do that to me, but she's a great disciplinarian. Discipline. And I remember every time she would whip us or whip me whenever we were doing things we were not supposed to do, she would always threaten me that next time I'm going to hang you. I'll hang you. And I knew she's my mother. She can't hang me. So after I forget the last punishment and I become a truant again doing other things, she'll beat me up again and then warn me again, and next time I'll hang you. So it went on like that, and I thought it was a joke. I thought it was a joke. It was a joke. But this time, when it happened again, she came with a rope. She came with a rope and I knew now I'm gonna, now the threat is being carried out. But to my pleasant surprise, she didn't hang me. She folded the rope and it became a whip. And I would have rather that being whipped than being hanged. But I learned a lesson on that day, and I knew even if she's not going to hang me, at least I need to be to be a good boy, kind of. And again, she consoled me at night. Sometime I'll be unwell. Or for me, I'm what we call a night owl. Even when I was a young person, I will wake up in the middle of the night. I can't sleep. Even I still do that. I go to bed very late, wake up early. So I remember it. Sometimes it started those days. So I would wake up. Of course, I think I think I was around 6 or 5, 6, 7. I wake up several times in the night and it's not getting morning. So I will wake up and ask her, when is it going to be morning? And she would gently tell me, go back to sleep. The dawn is coming, the morning is coming. And I'll feel relaxed and wake up. So it's been a long journey. And as I said, she's still strong. Next month, she's going to be 91. And I've just remembered Sunday is Happy Mother's Day, and I will go and wish her Happy Mother's Day. And I don't know what else to say. There's so much to talk about mothers. And yeah, she's still charming. And I managed to, if you don't mind, I managed to get, I don't know whether it's shared. Yeah, I took this picture with her, I think last year. And okay, I just remembered about it when I was asked whether I could speak about my mother, and there she is, still going strong.
She looks robust and healthy.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great. I never thought about a picture. That's awesome. See what you
Yeah,
can do when you get spontaneous there, Patrick.
yeah. So thank you, and I'm proud of being her son. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, I guess you know what? If we would have known that all it took was a piece of rope to threaten you to hand in homework, Michelle and Karen would have latched.
He was the one who handed it in, though.
Right. Oh, mothers are powerful. And, you got to remember too, it goes beyond that. We have the father-mother principles in our universe. We have, when we talk about the creative process in Science of Mind, we have that masculine energy, we have that feminine energy, and we think about, we're in the stories of it, and that we have to create a balance and a harmony of the two, and then our life moves forward. We have, after having the HeartMath talk with Amelia last week, and it being Mother's Day this week, and I did hear about more things in the world that is happening that is very undesirable. There's lots of unrest, there's lots of displacement, there's lots of famine, there's lots of war, the flooding in Kenya. And I know we've all put our prayer work into all that. And I start to think about, like, what am I praying for? Because when I was talking about praying for the rains to stop in Kenya, I couldn't do that, because if the rains stop in Kenya and they don't come back for months, then that'll be the opposite. There'll be the drought again. So then I thought, okay, just, have that break, like let them subside for a while. So I started using the word subside. And then when I got thinking about Mama Love and Mama Earth, and that the metaphysical meaning and purpose of Mother's Day is celebrating that creative nature of nature, I thought we could just spend a moment, and if we approach all that is in disharmony and chaos in the world, I think if we can just immerse ourselves in that mama love, and allow to balance out all that is happening. So if you could just close your eyes with me and just take that deep breath into the heart space. Really draw it in. Connect with that brain that's within our hearts, that master electrical system of neurites that we learned about last week. Take your breath in, open it up, and exhale. We've just heard beautiful, warm stories about mothers. Bring in that warm, fuzzy feeling. Connect with your heart space, the wisdom of the heart. And as you do so, just feel yourself expand. Because as you connect with that heart space, you expand. And now your body is, your ethereal body is expanding beyond your physical body. And you feel yourself higher and expansive and growing and vibrating at an incredible vibration that we call love. Now imagine, if you will, that you have expanded enough that you can actually hug the whole world. And in that hug, you pour and emanate that love, that heart love, into the earth. Love is the answer. And just hold that earth in a warm embrace, comforting it. Soothing it. And with that, soothing all the conditions that are appearing, for they are only conditions that is occurring in the planet. Knowing that this love is bringing harmonization to all aspects, all livingness of this earth. Allowing your divinity, that deep-rooted agape love within you, to pour out into Mother Earth. And in doing so, expanding further. For love is not finite. It grows, expands, evolves. And in this loving embrace, seeing that this world works for everyone. Everyone is fed, has clean water to drink, has shelter, has a loving family and community. There is abundance for all in all aspects of living. And as you release that embrace of the earth, you just step back, holding your arms still open, and know this is good. And as you come back into the Zoom room, into this now, this time of now, you feel yourself very expanded wherever you are sitting. You feel your whole body vibrating at a different way, at a higher level. This is love. And it is emanating off of you from within, just as your light emanates out of you, shining onto everywhere and everything and everyone. Knowing humanity is loved. Take a breath. Breathe in. This love is all inclusive. It is harmonizing the masculine and the feminine within each and every one of us. It is balanced. It is effective for our living in this world. Namaste. Take another breath. Take another breath. Thanks for being on that journey with me. I have another person I want to celebrate. This is a woman who has exemplified some of that mama love for each and every one of you. I think of her as a mother duck and all her ducklings as her classroom. And you know, she's got her quack on when she's teaching. You can't get a bigger heart than Michelle Taylor. Her passion and her love for each and every one of you in Kenya, for the teaching and for, you know, gifting of the teaching and coming up with new ways of getting it out there into this community in this world. Michelle has been a practitioner for greater than 20 years, and she has used her practitionership in so many ways on so many levels. But I got to tell you, CSL Kenya is the most grateful and gracious receiver of all of her wisdom, her expertise, her love, and her passion. So, with this, I want to announce that Michelle has received her practitioner emirates with CSL organization. This is an honor to bestow on her because of her excellence in all that she does with her practitionership and her heart. So I want everyone just to give a big rounding applause. This is beautiful. And we just, yeah, love her up. This is good. This is really good. Exemplary service to our community as a member and as a teacher and as just a human being. Thank you, Michelle, for who you are and all you do. A few words, please. It's not just about not paying your fee.
I've never stuck with any one thing for very long, so it's quite amazing that it's been 22 years. And there were several times that I wasn't sure. But and it's a big moment. I mean, being emeritus is has always been huge. It means that you've been around for a long time and doing practitioner stuff for a long time is basically
You're not a
what
fossil. You're not a fossil.
But it has been my great joy that I got to meet Reverend Connie here in Las Vegas. And then she came back and I asked her if she would license me. And so it is my pride.
What year,
And
sorry, what year would that be?
I have no freaking idea. But it's my honor that CSL Kenya has its first practitioner emeritus. So I was the first practitioner for CSLK, and I'm the first practitioner emeritus. So it's my joy to be with you guys, and you've taught me so much, and I have deepened in ways I can't even tell you spiritually because of this community. It was a dream for me. So in my bucket list, and I didn't know it.
You've been elevated to Rev in the chat, so
I do not ever want to be that. So thank you for all that you have given me, and I'm so very grateful.
beautiful. Well, we're grateful for you. And on that note, Michelle is starting a class on Monday, 8 p.m. Kenya time. It's called Spiritual Economics. Put on your spiritual seatbelt for this one. This is not just about the economics that's in the title of it. It's about being the presence. Have I got that right? Becoming the presence, being in that love space all the time. Michael just posted that the community gathering is on May 25th. No, Michelle's not retired. Michelle is not retired, and don't even bring that word into the conversation, Paul. So community gathering, and it's going to be at the office. Michael, is there anything you want to talk about that? Is there a special agenda? Some extra?
No special agenda, but a special welcome to everyone who has not been to the community gathering. It's a place of love and support and fun, and you can bring your questions. The practitioners are there. Bring your prayer requests. we are there. There'll be activities, fun activities led by the group that's supporting it. So yeah, bring a snack. There's be lots of tea, lots of coffee, lots of water available from the office. You can bring your favorite snack, and yeah, just gather up and we'll have some fun and we'll support each other. Thank you.
Excellent. And that's at the Tana House office, the Tana building, and on the 4th floor is our office. And was the address in the poster? We'll get it to you. That's for sure. There's also a lot of fun memes on our Facebook page. Please go on and like them and see them. It's about the youth program. It's about Connie's pictures. I think Ernest visiting the youth program. Is that right, Michelle?
Yes, Ernest Holmes is visiting Kenya, so he's getting the grand tour.
Yeah. So it's lots of fun. It's like, where's Waldo? Now it's where's Ernest? And so we just wanted to include some fun things in it because we're talking about the youth program a lot, and the youth program's fun. So our offertory, please feel free to contribute. Oops, sorry, Michelle.
Women's and men's group, I think, is next Friday, this coming Friday.
Yeah. Correct. We'll post the link closer to the day. Excellent. Thank you. Anything else, anybody? No? All right. So offertory. We welcome any financial good that you can spare towards our beautiful CSL community. You can go on M-Pesa. Nancy will post the number. You can go online on our website and find a few ways through PayPal and e-transfer in Canada. But this is how we run through offertory donations and funding. We keep the lights on. So I've got a couple of affirmations that we will say together. Oops, I shouldn't have done that yet. Am I in the share screen? Yes, I am. Sorry, I lost my mouse. How come that happens when I'm doing this? There we go. There we go. Can you see it? Yes? So the offertory time is allowing you to gift back. And as we give out, we receive back tenfold. It's the, what's that word? Law of circulation. There we go. So I'm going to say the affirmation. I want you to all unmute. And I'll say the affirmation and then you can repeat after me. I am filled with the energy of abundance.
I'm filled with the energy of abundance.
I am willing to share my financial good with my spiritual community.
Willing to share my financial good with my spiritual community.
And so it is.
So it is.
So it is.
And so it is. Is there anyone that would like or in need of prayer or for more good, or if they've got a challenge in their life, please put up your hand and we'll have a practitioner go into a room with you and have one-on-one time for a 2-minute miracle. Anastasia.
Okay, I need
Hi,
a
Alfred.
treatment, please.
Okay, Alfred needs treatment and Anastasia. Michelle, will you put them into a room? Okay. And before you go into your room, I'll ask Michael to do a benediction. Thanks everyone for being here. Have a most blessed weekend. Spoil your mamas. Spoil your mamas. Because they're the best, no matter what. I'm just speaking from my own, reference. Be blessed. Go
Anastasia
forth and shine.
and Alfred and Nancy and who is it? Patrick. You're in
Okay.
room 1 and room 2.
Okay, but before you go into your rooms, we'll get Michael to do a benediction.
So everyone, let's center ourselves in that space where we know that there is only one. That one infinite power, that one divine, infinite goodness that is ever present and never absent. And this power that is animating everything from the cosmos to the stars to the seas is animating each and every one of us. Everyone here in this group, everyone in this entire universe is one with that power. Is a unique individual emanation of that divine infinite power that we call God, that is always good. And as we give loving thanks for this community that is known as CSL Kenya, we give thanks for the opportunity to remember the divine infinite nature of each and every person represented in this group. We give loving thanks for this community. We give loving thanks for the teachers. We give loving thanks for the practitioners, for the ministers. We give loving thanks for the mothers, for the warm, fuzzy feeling, for the endless loaves of bread. We give loving thanks for the divine, infinite manifestations of this power that is called God. We celebrate and rejoice. And everything that is unlike it, we know spirit will dissolve and dissipate it right here and right now, in this very moment, to the nothingness from where. And what appears as chaos and what appears as floods is actually divine unfoldment. So we give thanks, knowing that everyone is safe, everyone is secure, everyone has enough, abundance prevails. And we celebrate this truth, we celebrate this manifestation here and now. So I rejoice in this truth, knowing that my word is sealed in power and truth. I let go of my word, and together we sing. And so it is.
So it
And
is.
so it is. Thank you, Michael. Be blessed, everyone.
Michelle, I came back because I found myself alone, so I don't know what I was supposed to be with somebody.
Well, apparently they were praying first, so go back.
So send me back.
She's on her way there. Can you not go?
Yeah, I came back, so you have to send me back.
I have to send you back.
Good night, Lady T. Thanks for coming. You've had to persevere. There's a few people getting kicked out today.
I don't know where she went. Is she?
She's in room 1. Anastasia?
I know, but okay. I'm
Oh.
gonna move you and then I'm gonna move you. I don't know any other way to do that. You should go to room 1.
Oh, he's froze. I hope that doesn't mean. Okay, maybe he's. Okay, he did. Phew.
Stop recording. Stop recording. Where's the recording?
See you, Ann. See you, Susan.